Health, Home, and Lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hafide and welcome to the Health, Home, and Lifestyle edition of KUAM News Extra. I'm Isa Baza, so glad you could join us. Coming up in tonight's show, I introduce you to Tina from Paradise Fitness Center, who shares her fitness journey. We also tell you about an upcoming program at Paradise Fitness Center that can help you kickstart your goals for the new year. But first, here's this week's Health Check report with Nurse Jen Artero.
Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Hafide, I'm Nurse Jen, and you're watching Health Check. It's the most wonderful time of the year, but for you, is it? 'Tis the season to be depressed. Between meeting end-of-year deadlines, family dysfunction, social isolation, and holiday stress, any or all of the above can cause holiday depression. Simple triggers to avoid this holiday season include avoiding family conflict. I know, easier said than done, but no one says that you have to respond to that text or answer that telephone call. Maybe it's easier to just avoid that rude text and avoid answering the telephone call from that famously rude and crude aunt. Also, forget perfection. The food, gifts, and decorations don't have to be perfect. Reality is, it's more important to be with you and spend quality time with you, not the perfect Christmas tree or ham. Also, schedule sleep and schedule workouts. And finally, focus on what really matters this holiday season, which is laughter, love, and happiness. The Brain and Behavior Research Foundation researched that a whopping 7% of the U.S. population has been diagnosed with the most common mental health disorder, diagnosed as depression, leading to millions of people suffering each holiday season. According to Dr. Luchter, psychiatrist from UCLA, a diagnosis of clinical depression means you are exhibiting at least 5 of the following symptoms. Do you lose interest or pleasure in usual everyday activities such as hygiene or showering? Have moods like feeling of hopelessness or unworthiness? Have difficulty concentrating on memory problems? Suffer from unexplainable changes in sleep patterns? Have changes in weight and/or have thoughts of death or attempts at suicide? If you have at least 5 of these symptoms that have lasted at least 2 continuous weeks, it's time to go see your physician for diagnosis and treatment. Diagnosing depression is not like an everyday medical diagnosis. It doesn't include specialized blood tests or extensive laboratory testing. In fact, the most reliable and important diagnostic tool is you. It's crucial that you are honest with your doctor about signs and symptoms you have been experiencing over a 2-week period. Treatments for a diagnosis of clinical depression may include antidepressant medications, psychotherapy, electric shock therapy, interpersonal therapy, psychodynamic therapy, and/or cognitive behavioral therapy. Thanks for joining me this holiday season. Happy holidays to you and your family. I'm Nurse Jen, reminding you, don't wreck yourself, health check yourself.
Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Thanks, Nurse Jen. Stay tuned. Up next, I introduce you to Tina from Paradise Fitness Center to talk about her fitness journey. We're back after this. Hafide and welcome back to Health, Home, and Lifestyle. I'm here at Paradise Fitness Center in Agana with Tina. So we've been in the Core 6 program ever since it first started a few months ago. Now it's the final week of Core 4, which is the advanced fitness program only offered here at Paradise Fitness Center. So let's start way back in the beginning. What made you first decide to come out and join Core 6?
Well, I work for the Bank of Guam, and we have been sponsoring over and over again boot camps within different hours of the day. So in particular, Core 6 helped me to keep and maintain and actually grow my strength, and it fit right in the pocket of a 12:30 workout, which is really important for me because as a working mother of several, we have such a busy schedule in the morning and then such a busy schedule in the evening right after work. So 12:30 is the only time for an hour that I have to dedicate to myself and my fitness goals. And Core 6 does such a great job of incorporating cardio and weight training and within an hour span, so I can go quickly shower and look like I never was gone from the office.
Definitely. So you're right. It's kind of like an all-in-one workout. It comes with, we do lifting, we do some cardio in between. And with Core 6, it actually also comes with a nutritional component. So what did you think of that?
I really liked the tips and tidbits that we had in our classes, and then throughout the chat, we have a chat that people put comments or questions that are readily answered by our coaches with like responses of what is good pre-workout, what is good post-workout, what is good in general. So that component was particularly important to me because just to realize what you're doing in the gym, and we do a lot of intensive workout, and not to say that that alone is not a good progress, but couple the two together, you really see an extra step above what you're doing, especially throughout the Core 6 program. And then they gave us a Core 4 program, and then we're excited to see the next Core 6 program. Even with new people coming in, we don't we know what the expectation is, so we can still accelerate and keep going in our fitness goals.
Definitely, and I like how you mentioned that, you know, it's a holistic thing. It's not just working out in the gym, you have to pair it with what you're doing outside of the gym. And I think that's where it's really helpful to be in a program like this, where we're really guided by our coaches, Coach Des and Coach Greg.
Check.
Definitely.
Together, yeah.
So, you know, you might come to the gym and think you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, everything you need, you're working out, but then when you go home and your diet is just kind of killing your progress, and so that's where it's really helpful. So now we're in Core 4, which is the advanced program. It's just for people who, it's not super advanced, just with a little bit of foundational exercise experience. How's that been so far?
I love it. I'm kind of addicted to this kind of program. So when there's a downtime, like we're looking at a downtime between Core 4 and 6, I'm trying to wrap my mind around what we're doing here so I could at least maintain it, because this workout really can be kind of addicting, although very painful, still addicting.
Okay, so you know, I remember when you first came in the first day orientation and the first few workouts, and I feel like you've really been like the beast mode, like, you know, you've been doing really well. So what has your progress been like so far?
You know, in the beginning of the journey, I was just looking for that workout. And then as we progressed, I found that I could go a little bit higher in the weights, a lot more push-ups, and I never incorporated the nutritional value into it. And then I thought, well, we're doing all this work. Why don't we put the nutrition in and follow the tips? Because you can hear the tips, but you don't really follow the tips. So then each week was dedicated to trying to see what I could progress to, and not necessarily to, you know, I joke around, maybe it's to fit a dress, or, you know, I'm going on vacation, so I want to have, you know, a little bit of squeeze time so I could cheat. But right now it's just about seeing where I could go with the journey, and not necessarily have something to look forward to, but just see where this all goes, and not give up on actually getting and achieving that goal. Especially when you're growing up in age, it gets a little bit harder, so I'm trying to battle age appropriately.
Definitely, it's something everyone can relate to. Yeah. So what about your, you know, they take in Core 6, in the very beginning and the final week, they take your biometric data. Any interesting things to report from that?
Actually, I think I did. I don't know if I lost weight so much as inches. I definitely know clothes fit a lot better, and you know, the arms are less jiggly. So as far as biometrics, that's, I guess, that's my gauge.
Okay, any last comments before we close out? Any final advice to people who might be thinking about starting a similar journey?
You know, Core 6 incorporates all people of all levels, and it fits, and you could customize it to yourself, and it really does not waste your hour of workout time. So anybody could do it. It's at night or at 12:30. Try to fit it into your schedule because it'll be worth your journey.
All right, well, thanks so much, and I'll see you in Core 6 coming up in January. Well, stay tuned. We'll have more health, home, and lifestyle after the break.
Health, Home, and Lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hafide, and welcome back to Health, Home, and Lifestyle. I'm here at Paradise Fitness Center with, of course, our Core 6 coaches, Des and Greg, who you guys have seen a lot from lately. So we have a new program kicking up this January, and it's the newest Core 6. So can you guys tell us a little bit about what exactly is Core 6?
Well, Core 6 is a 6-week progressive program. So we take just about anyone who's just kind of starting off on their fitness journey to the avid lifter who's just trying to push past a plateau. Everyone from A to Z, from all walks of life, we take them, we start them off, lay the foundation for them, walk them through all the foundation moves that we're going to use throughout the 6-week program. And as the weeks progress, the intensity progresses, and that's kind of what Core 6 is in a nutshell.
All right, and Coach Greg, I know this is a fairly new program, only here at Paradise Fitness Center. So can you kind of tell us a little bit of the background of this program?
So Core 6 kind of started out with just Des running a little boot camp with I think 8 or 9 girls, and when I jumped on board with the whole group training thing, we talked about being partners, and I kind of sat in on one of the classes because for me, like I said in a previous episode, I'm more so a one-on-one type of trainer. I'd rather just interact with one person, focus on my time. But then when I got a taste of the group training, I noticed the camaraderie and just the overall well-being of the members, because they're not just working with one trainer, they're also working with a group that's going for the same goal. So it kind of started like that, and then we kind of just tweaked the program a little. We try to get a little bit more guys involved. We're still working on that, but hopefully we get there this year. And then from there, it kind of just progressed into what it is now. We're going on, I think, our 3rd round in January, so we're hoping to get better with just the overall program and just the overall function of just the delivery of the results in the group.
All right, so like I mentioned, this is a fairly new program. There have only been a couple so far, just one this year, and the next one doesn't open until January. So it's an all-around fitness program for those who, maybe are making fitness their New Year's resolution, their goal next year. What kind of benefits could they see from a program like this, or what can a program like this do for them?
This program can do just about anything, the person is looking for. I've mentioned it before, that's what's really nice about Core 6 is that it kind of caters to everybody. If you're looking to increase your run time, or you're looking to just be healthier, feel stronger, or learn how to lift weights so that you can put together your own workout regimens. You can benefit, you can take from the program whatever it is you set your mind to. And, we accommodate the entire group as a group because, as he mentioned, the camaraderie really comes into play with everyone's goals. But we also pay attention to individual goals and what you're trying to get out of the program. So because you have 2 sets of very experienced eyes here, we're able to accommodate that and help you reach your goals within the 6 weeks.
And definitely, I just want to throw this out there. I know it's marathon season coming up, and so I've noticed definitely an improvement in my running just from strengthening my other muscles through this program. So if you're looking to improve your time, this might be something you might want to consider. And of course, Coach Greg, it's already open for registration right now?
Yes, pre-registration started I think a week or 2 ago. We're currently selling gift certificates for those of you that want to gift the gift of fitness to maybe a family member or your husband or your wife. Then also, like we said earlier, we're also offering this program now in Dedido, so we're trying to hit both demographic groups.
Okay, so it'll be available both in Agana and in Dedido, the Paradise Fitness Center is there, and it's 3 days a week, so 1 hour just during the afternoon, either 12:30 p.m. or 6 p.m. I think there's a different time for Dedido.
Yeah, so in Agana, we're keeping the same times that we have right now, which is 12:30 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday, and then 6 p.m. On the same days, and then Saturdays are 9 a.m. sessions. And then in Dedido, it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:30 p.m. So, you know, people have options, whatever is going to be more convenient for them.
Okay, so we spoke to Tina earlier in the show, and she was saying some of the progress that she's seen. And, you know, we've had so many people here doing the program, and definitely a lot of results throughout both Core 6 and Core 4. Anything you guys would like to point out before we wrap up?
I guess what I'd like to finish off with is, with any program or exercise regimen, you're going to get what you put in. And when you have a group setting like this, you're kind of pushed to progress. You're not going to sit in a group and not go anywhere because you have everybody fueling off of each other's energy. So yes, this is one of those programs that will help you get to your goal. How far into that or how close you get to that is ultimately going to weigh back on the individual. But like I said, group training has really fostered a really good environment for that progress.
All right, how about you, Coach Des, before we close out? Any final thoughts, anything that stands out to you that we've seen with the participants so far?
Yeah, just to kind of add on to what he said, you know, as far as goals and results, that's what this program is good for. But I also want to point out that there are a lot of people, especially with this last group of people that we had for Core 6, there are a lot of them who took this program specifically to just be healthier. And I know that, you know, the saying is kind of thrown around and it's almost cliche, but, you know, exercise is medicine. And, you know, we've seen people just after a week feel better, have more energy, they're able to walk upstairs without losing their breath. So whether it's a fat loss goal or you just plain and simply want to be healthier and live a healthier lifestyle, that's what Core 6 is here for.
All right, thanks so much, guys. Well, again, that program starts in January and registration is open now. Well, stay tuned. We'll have more health, home, and lifestyle after the break.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Más.